What's up, YouTubers? So I was thinking about this the other day, and I was cracking myself up about it. I'm gonna pull cards here in just a second for you guys, but um, so you should feel comfortable in front of the camera, right? Talking to people, blah 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 blah, and be kind of neutral about it. External validation is a thing, right? There's a lot of people that just feel, and you kind of get that sense of being where if somebody just wants to just have everyone look at them and have a, you know, just love the fact that everybody's looking at them. The external validation thing is bad. So you can test that, and this is an exercise I want you guys to do in this channel. If you guys want to participate, it's great. If you don't, that's fine too. But goes back to like the movie Hook. If you guys have ever seen the movie Hook, where Peter Pan and Rufy get in a word off where they're throwing insults at one another, because life is just a game, and you'll know how much insecurity you have as to whether or not you've got how much you'll react to somebody throwing an insult at you, right? If it hurts, there's a wound there for it to hurt. And soon as you'll notice in that movie, right after that happened, as soon as he played the word game and he figured out that it was just a game, that he didn't stop taking it personally, he was really good at it. And he saw the food at the table right after that. That's how he remembered to fly, right? It's not just transmuting the energy of other people's wounding. It's just healing ourselves of all of our own wounds to where you don't give a fuck. I was watching a YouTube a tarot card reader, and I'm not going to say who it is, but throws the F-bomb all the time. Effing love you guys, man. Effing love you guys. And then when he showed the judgment card, because the judgment came up, he's covering up the boobies just to try not offend people for the naked image on the judgment card. I started laughing so hard. And if you are watching this channel, I love you, man. I love you. I effing love you. And I love your channel. But I thought it cracked me up so much how, you don't worry about somebody being offended about throwing the F-bomb all the time, but then you don't worry about somebody being offended seeing the little caricature boobies on the judgment card. It cracked me up. So yeah, I want you guys to throw insults at me. Throw as many insults as you, just use your imagination if you can, and see if we can get, maybe we get kicked off YouTube. I don't know. But it's an exercise, right? Don't take things personally. If somebody is throwing an insult out and they really mean it, it's because they're triggered by something and it's an internal wound. The key is not to take it personally. And if you can not take it personally and realize life is really just a game. There's nothing to be upset about. Hope you guys are doing well. And so when it comes to public speaking, you guys know my project. If you go to circuitbreaker.com, and I actually saw another reader talk about this just recently. I was like, wow. And I had subscribed to her channel, how the truth is coming out, where there is not one of us that has more or less importance than another, right? You need to feel empowered, but you still humble yourselves to the needs of other people. So, and be compassionate, right? Have empathy for people's wounding, but you have to really be able to teach people, and that's why people get into tarot, right? Because you just want to let people know where they are energetically, just as informative, how we're moving, how we're growing, and then get in your creative energy. If you're not in your creative energy, then usually you're just sitting there smoldering or stewing on something. So, and it gets pretty tiresome after a long period of time if you're just in your creative energy all by yourself, right? Why do we need to be isolated on YouTube channels in our creative energy? I've been Eight of Cups, Indolence, and the Knight of... Nine of Pentacles. Indolence. What does indolence mean? Okay, I gotta look this up. Because this is Crowley's deck. Indolence. Avoidance of activity or exertion, laziness. So the Eight of Cups is indolence in this deck. Interesting. So we have a little bit of laziness. It's the holidays, right? You guys can do that if you want. I don't care. So, where was that? What was I speaking of? Adjustment. Wands. So we got some fast moving action with a rainbow in the background. That's interesting. Three of Swords, sorrow. So there is some sorrow. You'll always have some sorrow around you. You know, it's part of growing is going through those. You know, being okay with those emotions. But so yeah, somebody that was saying. They were talking about this directly, you know, the truth of like the end of capitalism. We're looking at the end of capitalism. There's, you know, imagine this, if everybody gets into a healing state, and it takes time to heal, where you can process emotions, take time to rest, bleed off negative energy, get in your creative energy. Well, if you're doing that by yourself, then all of our utilities would break down, and all of our, you know, we basically lose access to everything. So you really have to, we have to get to a place of a restructure that is a healthy restructure in society, where we're giving equal give and take relationships in our community service, at the same time being able to give those equal give and take relationships in our private personal lives, you know. And I honestly, I can't tell you the future. I can't predict the future. I can't say that that's going to happen for us in I mean, some people think that we're just going to go off planet, right? Aliens are going to come pick up the people that are ready and let the people here stew until, you know, the planet's ready at the end of an age. I don't believe that one. I believe that we can create a healthy community that is based on spiritual laws. Because if you know, there are deep spiritual laws that will protect you. Unconditional love is the main one. Treat your neighbor as yourself. Treat your brother, sister as yourself. As long as you, so, and this is something that I have kept, you know, I have no problem giving money, but I do have a problem selling things depending on what I'm selling, right? And people have to ask, right? Being open to receive is okay, but trying to manipulate the emotional state of someone else to pull energy from them, not healthy, right? Bigger businesses that have been doing, you know, corporate entities that have been doing this for years, that's why you're seeing them collapse, right? You don't want to ever try and give somebody a sense that they're not whole. Everybody is worthy of giving or receiving love. Is this deck upside down? The Eight of Discs inverses. Prudence. So we have a lack of prudence. So, not grounding out. Prudence. Virtue. I like the way that he does these decks. This is totally different. Three of Wands, Virtue. And this could be exactly what I'm saying. This prudence, this inverted prudence, it almost feels like it's somebody just trying to take from you energetically that we're using virtue to be okay with, right? I mean, truce and luxury. Four cups. Four cups in this deck is an overflowing mountain of emotional luxury, right? And you've got this flower pouring out into these four cups. I feel like this is a truce within the self to understand that we have everything that we need around us, right? The Magus, the magician. Be magical. Six of Cups, pleasure. I'm going to move to the other deck. See what else. What do we have around pleasure, prudence? Is this a lack of prudence, or is this maybe a perspective that we're not seeing around how we should be prudent? Knight of Arrows. Hawk. So we're looking at things from a higher perspective. But with a youthful energy, right? Maybe we're not respect. I think this is self-respect, right? We're having a little more self-respect for where we're at, what we're doing. You know, it's a lot of times that, and this is something that I rarely see readers do. When I pull the cards, I always say we, because I don't think I can separate myself from you guys. Right? I'm gonna give you guys readings. In order to project a message, I have to be open to receive a message, right? So, especially if somebody's projecting something at you, say, okay, why am I getting this? Am I helping someone come to a higher awareness, or is it a wound that's getting projected on me that I'm attracting? Or, right, there's a couple different scenarios there that you could be looking at. The key is to stay grounded and understand where that energy is coming from, why it's coming there, and how well you know yourself. The Guardian. This is like the death card. So we've got a little bit of transformation going on here. Instruction. So I think it feels like you guys are teaching something. You're at a place where you're getting pleasure from the things that you're learning about yourself and being able to teach that to other people and going through a transformation. instruction. So I'm going to leave it at that. That sounds pretty good to me. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to get an oracle card. It was windy this morning. I was going to go for a walk this morning, but man, it was howling. And I don't know about the rest of you guys, but sometimes when you can feel energetically what's happening in the atmosphere sometimes, especially where you're at, and you can feel especially the power behind a really heavy, powerful wind, that's howling. We are a part of that. Shadow self. Doing some shadow work. Intuition. One more. Limitless. Look at this limitless card. It's just light beaming from her chest. Just screaming out there. If you can get yourself into the present and stay grounded in the present and connect with everything around you, you are truly limitless. In your intuition, your higher senses is the field. You're part of the bigger field, the field that's actually moving that energy. Believe you can fly? Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Oh, yeah. And don't forget to throw whatever vulgar comments about me in the comments that you want. We'll play a game if you guys are down for it. Bye.